We need to talk.
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 Welcome back to We Need to Talk, episode number 17. I'm your host, MR.KOA, alongside
Top Boy.
And we are just us today. Just us. No guests. I think we had 5 weeks straight with guests.
Yep.
We love having guests here. It gives a new dynamic to the show, brings some insight. Some snakes come on the show. Paulo.
The feather.
Feather Alleys. But I know it's always love when guests come on the show, and we have, you guys can stay tuned to have many more guests this summer. It's getting hot, the weather's getting nice. But yeah, we want to do an episode with just us again, just to remind you guys why we're doing this. The main reason why we started this podcast was to focus you guys every week, to give you guys something to come to bounce ideas off, to vent, to talk about whatever the fuck every week. But the main reason is because Zamora and I, we both are very, outgoing people. We're both very articulate people. And we have a lot of perspectives on different things, life things and relationship things specifically. But we want to remind you guys that this podcast and this, I think we are, as far as I know, we're the only podcast really in GTA that's like doing what we're doing right now.
Exactly.
And I love it. We got the feedback you guys are giving us is super, super dope. Like, our followers growing, like you guys are being more engaged, like the comments we're getting, the tweets, like it's fun. It's actually genuinely fun to do this shit. So thank you guys for coming back another week. It's Friday. This is the best place to be on a Friday. You guys know this.
Man, I enjoyed it. It's been, like Ryan said, it's episode 17. The time has flown by real quick.
Real quick.
I'm amazed. Honestly, like today I was looking at the Instagram page and I was just like, wow, we already got a bunch of followers. Yeah. People are, it's great to see people commenting and like engaging in the type of stuff that we post.
Fuckery.
And it's just like that's what makes me happy the most. That people are actually liking what it is that we comment. And I have people hitting me up. They're just like, you guys should talk about this next week, or you should have that. So it's good. It's good. And for this episode, we're gonna get to some questions, right? Because I think it was 2 weeks ago, Ryan posted on the page about on every Wednesday we always do like Tuesday.
Wednesdays for the quote.
The quote. Sorry. So on Tuesday
we asked WNTT. On Tuesdays.
And we got a lot of questions 2 weeks ago.
We get through all of them.
We get to get through all of them. So we're gonna take the time to go through those questions now. So first question we have.
And if you're listening right now, like currently right now, if you have a question, go to the page right now, WNTT Podcast, and drop a question. This is the black boxes. I need black boxes that says leave a question below. If you have a question right now while you're listening or throughout the podcast, go there right now and drop a question. Like, we see them all.
Seriously.
I go through these and they're pretty fun. Some are funny. And we try to get to them every week if we can, and if we don't, we push it to another podcast. But we actually go answer these questions. We're not just doing this to like, leave a question and never answer. Like, we ain't that famous yet. Not yet.
Definitely.
Not yet.
So, first question. Nadine N. Johnson. She asks, are men intimidated by women who make more money or more ambitious than them, or that work in male-dominated fields?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Answer's no.
Why would I be intimidated by someone, like, to be honest, I'm more motivated by women that are like that.
100%.
Yo, if I'm turned off by like, it sounds bad, but like, I'm turned off by girls who are super admirable of me and aren't that motivated by themselves.
Yeah.
Like, everyone loves to be admired and looked up to and like, oh my god, like, you're so amazing. Like, some guys love that shit. I really don't. Yeah. Like, it sounds stupid. It might sound bad. Like, how can you not like a girl? Like, yes, to an extent you like being praised and that stuff, but like, when it's too much, like, it actually turns me off. Yeah. Like, I prefer someone that's like, if I do something super dope, they're like, okay, that's cool. You could do better. Yeah. Like, that is like, at the moment I'd be like, what? But that really gets me more like, okay, that's not good enough? Alright, and that's the kind of stuff that pushes me. Yeah. So if a girl is making more money than me, or her career is bigger than mine, like, that just makes me want to be better.
Pretty much.
Like, why would that, that's weird. Like, why would that intimidate me? Like, that's what you need. You want someone that, yo, computer, can you chill? Like, free PCs, man. But yeah, you want someone that's pushing you, because at the end of the day, like, if in your mindset on both sides, men and women, if you feel like your partner is lazy or like you're doing way more than them.
Yeah.
Like, sucks to suck, but people tend to look elsewhere, or they tend to get drawn to someone else who is doing more.
I can agree with that.
You know, and you don't want to ruin your relationship because just your lack of ambition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
the way I look at it, it's like you saying that people will leave if they feel like the person they're with. Like I agree.
That's a legitimate reason to leave.
It is, and it's like if you go into the relationship, let's say you and I go into a new relationship, right? We already know what it is that we're gonna bring to the table.
Of course.
Like we know, and for me, I have to be with someone that's also just as busy, if not sometimes more than I am, because what I've noticed personally, I have a hard time dealing with people who like want my attention 24/7.
Yes.
And I can't do that because I have so many things going on.
Yeah,
Right? It doesn't mean I don't like or love you any less. It's just I got things to do.
Yeah.
Right?
And you should too.
And I prefer to be with someone that has things going on and things to do too. Because if they don't, like, it's really only just gonna make like the relationship miserable. Right? So if any guy, I mean, every circumstance is different. But honestly, there's no way that I'm gonna be intimidated by like a woman that makes more money than me, or anything. I feel like intimidated is that's not even something that I would feel, right? The only time that would be an issue is if like she makes it an issue by like rubbing it in my face or some shit like that. Like, but then at that point,
I don't think it would ever turn to intimidation.
Yeah, no, that's my point.
You know, like,
no, that's my point. Like I could never. I'm not intimidated by anyone.
Yeah,
right?
Well, that too, me too. Yeah.
I'm not intimidated by anyone, but it's like. Just because someone makes more money, like that's not even something that would like cause me to be salty in any way. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'd have to, like, imagine you make more money than whatever girl you end up with.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be an issue, but it could become an issue if you start like shitting on the girl about not making any money.
See,
right?
the only thing. Okay, I'll ask you this question because this is something that it doesn't bother me, but it becomes an internal issue sometimes. When you're with a girl that's financially stable. Yeah. I'm sure you've been with girls that have their own shit together, whatever. And you go out somewhere, and they're always the first to pay.
Yeah.
Even if you have money, isn't it like it doesn't make you feel away, but I don't like it. Like I don't like it.
I hear you.
I just don't like it.
I hear you. It's because of the way things are set up, like socially, that they make you feel like we gotta pay for stuff and always, or at least be the ones to lead that conversation, because I'll agree with you this way. It's not that I don't like it; it throws me off a bit, right? When let's say when the bill comes, it's like they're already ready to pay.
You're like, whoa,
right? Because I'm in my head, I'm starting to think like, why are you paying? Like, why are you paying for it? Like, is there some meaning behind this?
You think I'm waste?
Or you just being like,
you think I'm waste? I have money. You know? Like,
you see Ryan's fit?
Did you see this fit? Like I can pay. No, it's true. Like it happened recently before. It's like a girl pays and she like takes her receipt and like I'm like, no, let me see that. No, I got it. It's like it turns you on. I'll tell you that. It turns me on when the girl's like, no, I got this. It's like in my head I'm like, okay, shit. But outside I'm like, nah. Like let me see that. But I think it's like you said. I think it's definitely a societal thing. Yeah. That's embedded in us. That's like if a woman's paying, it makes you feel lesser. You know. Yeah. Like even whether it's conscious or subconscious, like. I don't think I feel lesser than the person she's paying for me, but I do feel like you don't have to do that. Like, especially if I want to. And I think that's what it comes down to too, because there's difference. Because there are times where if it's just a stranger, like you don't always want to pay for the meal all the time. Like, but I think it's more when you get to a point where like you generally want to pay, and then they're paying, then you're like, whoa, no, like I planned to pay, like I was ready to pay, and like now like it's throwing you off because like. Like, no, you're messing up my plans. Like, I came here with a stack of cash ready to pay. Like, I'm not keeping this cash. I don't want to keep this cash.
Yeah. So then, like, in terms of the whole paying thing, is that while you guys are dating, not in a relationship, while you guys are like,
I think.
Because when I'm in a relationship, like, I have no issue with my partner paying or splitting.
Yes,
because
exactly.
Like, that's what I would like to see happen, right? Like, I don't want to be in a relationship with any girl.
Yeah.
Because, okay, first of all, if I'm in a relationship with a girl, I know that she's either going to be financially stable. Like, I'm not getting in a relationship with any girl that expects me to pay for everything.
That's dumb.
Right?
That's actually dumb.
I'm sorry if there's any ladies out there that listen to this that, like, get upset about what I'm saying.
Why are you apologizing?
But it's like,
No girls
don't
want broke guys, and guys don't want broke girls. No, but and it's not only about the money. It's not only about the money.
No, but there are girls out there that fully expect like guys to pay for everything. Yes, that's a thing, right? And I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. Yes. I don't want it all, right? Like I wouldn't even look at you if that's your mentality, right? So
I was actually speaking of what, sorry to cut you off. I was talking to my dad a couple days ago, and he said like there was a girl that he went on a couple dates with a while ago, and he's like what turned him off was like it's like. Guys like when a girl at least attempts, right? Like we talked about this briefly about like the reach, right?
The reach,
But he was saying like there's one girl you went on a date with, and like she like didn't pay the bill, no business. Like the waiter came, dropped the bill on the table, and she's like looking off, like texting, and he's like I was just staring at her, just waiting to see like is this girl serious? Like, and she's like not paying no mind, like she's texting, she's like. Fixing her net, like she's really like not trying to pay at all. So my dad paid obviously because I'm gonna pay, but stuff like that he's like I never saw her again because like you can't expect it.
It's so interesting because like no matter how many women we have on this podcast and talk about the same thing, it's like that is something that I'll just never understand because like I said, like it's such a socially accepted thing that people generally believe that like. Okay, men are supposed to pay. Yeah. Like, this is how it goes. And it's gone so far to the point that there are women out there like that who legit will like
not do shit.
Not even look in the direction. Like that's not my bill. Like I already said, all I want is the reach. That's all I want. Give me the illusion. Give me the illusion
even
that
if you're broke. Even if you don't have money.
You can be broke rich. Right? You can be broke. Just give me the illusion. Right? That's all I ask. So moral of the story is
to wrap up that question, intimidation? Hell no. Yeah. Any man out there that's intimidated by a woman that's more successful than them, any man out there that's intimidated by a woman that makes more money than them, or any man that's intimidated by any woman that is just doing more than them, you're not doing enough, bro. Like, if that can intimidate you, you need to reflect on your life and look at yourself and be like, why is this something that's intimidating me?
Pretty much.
Why is this woman's success intimidating me? Yeah. You're not doing enough. Period. There's no woman I can meet right now that intimidates me. If anything, she's matching what I'm doing, and I'm like, dope. Let's both kill. You know, but it's not a whoa. Look what she's doing. And I'm not doing. I'm doing a lot. You and I are doing a lot of shit. Yeah. So I don't think I can ever meet a woman where I'm like, this woman's intimidating me. If anything, I might look up to her. If I meet a woman that's doing more than me, like if I meet a woman that's doing more than I am doing, and I'm doing a lot, which is quite a bit. You guys know which is quite a bit. If I meet a woman doing more than me, I'll be like, wow. Like I'll admire that. I won't be telling be like, how are you doing that? Like you know what I mean? Like, I'll be curious of how to. I want to get like you. I want to get like you. If you're doing more than me, how many hours do you have in a day? Seriously. Where are you getting these extra hours from?
Let me know the secret.
Straight.
All right. So next question. Some of these are answered. Okay, Kat Marie. She asked like, what is your opinion on women who offer to pay their meal? Blah blah. We went over that. What is your? This is a multiple part answer. This question. What is your take on dating someone who follows a different religion than yours? How would you handle a relationship where your significant other's parents are somewhat hard to impress? And do you think it matters how the parents feel about the relationship?
You guys slow down. We gotta take one. You gotta take these in pieces.
Okay. So first one.
Yeah.
What is your take on dating someone who follows a different religion than yours?
Did we ever talk about religion on this podcast yet?
Not really.
We never really touched it, did we?
No.
Alright, I guess we'll do that quickly.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be quick. We can talk to this if we have to. My religion, personally, I was born Seventh-day Adventist, into a Seventh-day Adventist household, Christian, if you guys know what that is. My family goes to church on Saturdays. I was born into that.
Yeah.
One thing, I haven't been baptized yet. I don't think I'll ever get baptized. Just from what I've seen and I don't think I'll get baptized. Because for me, what baptism really means to me, based on how it really should be, based on what I've learned, is that if you get baptized, you're ultimately choosing to change something or change your ways moving forward. But there's some people that get baptized, and I know them personally, get baptized and still doing the same old shit. So what does that really mean, right? And you know, religion is a man-made thing, right? I think there's no one true religion. Yeah. Like I think they all preach the positivity, all preach. They all have the same deep values. So I don't really think it matters to me personally what someone else's religion is, just based on how I view it. Like I view you should be a good person, man. Like I don't. I'm not gonna look at you differently because you act differently with your religion or your family raised you different. Like our religions, we become what we are based on our family and our culture. Yeah. Like unless there's some people that change religions as they grow up, but like for the most part, you're just raised into what my mom's been doing, what my grandma's been doing. Like it's not you. Yeah. Like I can't say I don't like you because you're raised in this household. Yeah. Right. I think the only way it gets messed up is when someone's trying to push that on you. Right. I don't think I could be with someone who's trying to push the religion on mine, or trying to say I should be doing this or this is better than yours. I think that's where it becomes problematic. Yeah. But if it's just this is my religion, I respect my religion, I respect your religion, you respect my religion. Like I don't think it should be an issue per se. Yeah. I know there are some religions where they are not allowed to date out of religion, and like for Muslim, for example. Yeah. That I think that's just a choice. Like, okay. That's up to the person you're with, right? But I don't think I would not talk to somebody based on religion. That's true.
Once again, like we're very much like similar in a lot of the ways that we think, and so for me, like I didn't grow up in a family that was super religious, right? Been to church a bunch of times, like a lot actually throughout my life, but it's weird. Like I don't consider myself a religious person, but I've always just been someone that's like very open to other perspectives and other ideas, right? And I'm accepting a bunch of different things. So for me personally, I just feel like I don't really see myself like not wanting to date someone that's a part of a particular religion. But like you said, it'll only become an issue when like it's being made to be one. Like if they're like I can't marry you or I can't date you unless you like convert. Yeah. I'm just like if I genuinely don't want to do it, then we're not. Yeah. It's not gonna happen. 100%. Right? So that's all that needs to be said about that one.
Done deal.
Next question. How would you handle a relationship where your significant other's parents are somewhat hard to impress?
Through experience, I can't date anyone if I don't like their parents. Yeah. I won't do it. Like it might sound stupid to some people. Sure, I don't care. I really don't care. For me, I don't look at dating any. Maybe when I was younger, it didn't matter as much. But as you're getting older, I will not date someone unless their parents like me. It's you're married. Like you keep talking about marriage. Like it's not always about marriage, but even when you're dating into the family. Yeah, right. Course. Yeah. It doesn't have to just be marriage, but when you spend time with someone, you're spending time with them, but you're joining a family and they're joining yours.
I think you told me this actually, like off camera. You were just saying like, or in general. No, you didn't tell me. This was someone else, but it's just like I'm personally not introducing you to my parents if I don't actually like you.
Yeah. No, you talked about it. We talked about it. Right? Yeah. So like, if I don't like you, you're not seeing my parents. Yeah. So it's like if you reach a point where you really like the person, and they really like you, if the parents don't like you, their parents are not going anywhere, and that's the type of uncomfortable feeling that will not go away. And you can't ignore it to be like, well, as long as it's just us, as long as we love each other, it's like I'm not gonna ignore your parents the rest of my life. Like, it's just so you just always have parties at my house, always have family gatherings with my family. Like it's just not a comfortable dynamic. So I think it's hard. It's tough to go through, talking to somebody and building a relationship with that person, and then meeting the parents and they hate you. Yeah. Like that's tough, but it's part of the process, right? If they grow to like you, or if they find it important enough to make that, just to talk with their parents to make that adjustment so that they can accept you. But if they can't, it's like that's not something you can ignore. And so for me, if the parents don't like me, it's like it's a deal breaker for me personally.
100%. Yeah. I dated a girl way back. It was like in high school, and her, like, I don't think like both parents were like in the household. Yeah. She stayed with her mom, but like her grandma was basically like head honcho, because she grew up with her all the time, and her mom didn't like just straight up didn't like black guys. Right? No, the grandmother. The grandmother didn't like black guys.
Old fashioned, probably.
Yeah, she was training.
She's training. She didn't like black people.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? that was my reaction. I was like, what?
Okay.
So, yeah, like I remember everything was cool, right, with me and this girl, and then, when I found this out, like I was like off it, like so quickly. Yeah. Like I was just so turned off.
Before even meeting her, or just finding out?
Before even meeting the grandmother. Yeah. Like my ex had told me this, right, before I met the grandmother.
You're like, she's like, by the way?
Not by the way. I don't know how the conversation came up. It was so long ago. I don't remember. But that moment in time, like, sticks out really well to me. Because I was just like, this is a turning point. Like, how I'm going to deal with relationships, right? Yeah. And, I just remember her telling me, she's just like, like, my grandmother's, like, super old school. And, of course, like, she grew up with her grandma, so it means a lot, right? Of course. And she's like... she's like, she's not really cool with like black guys, right? And I'm like,
what?
I'm like, interesting. And it's funny when you look back because you're like, yo, this is high school, you know, like whatever. But like, it's still kind of a big deal because I was just like, so.
You just cut her off?
I didn't just cut her off. Like,
you just said,
I'm about to make myself stop.
What did you do?
Pure dirtbag move, but essentially. Remember when we were talking about cheating in the previous episode? Yeah. That's never a way you want to start a story. Remember when we were talking about cheating? But essentially,
that time.
Yeah, the girl that I like when I explained the whole my cheating situation, it was with the girlfriend that I started dating next. So essentially, what happened is when I found out from one girl, like, okay, grandmother doesn't like black guys. I like
just redirected
emotionally. I was like off it, and I was like starting to look at
this other beeline.
I just beeline. I started looking at this other girl. Started talking to her all the time, and I was like, "Holy shit, this other girl's like mad dope." And then I just kind of like just pieced. I just kind of pieced out of the scene, right? So
you don't blame me.
I did. Looking back, I was totally fine with it. I have no regrets, but. Parents is definitely a deal breaker. It's kind of weird though, like, because when we talk about old school values, right? I think there's a point where those values where you can't let them dictate what it is your relationship is about.
I agree.
Right? So it's like there's
a balance. There's a balance.
I'm very much like you, right? Where it's like I won't bring a girl over if I'm not into that, if I'm really not into her, because I don't want her to meet my parents. I'm not doing that for any girl unless I'm
dragging people to the house.
Exactly. So, and it's like disrespectful to your parents too, right? So
here's this one, mom, and here's this one.
So my point is, it's just like, we all know that there are things that like your parents have said that you're just like, I don't really agree with that, right? Like in terms of relationship stuff. Yeah. So there's a point where I'm just like, all right. I might disregard some of the shit my parents say, right?
Of course.
But like, you know, if my mom were to tell me like, I don't like this girl for, like, cause she's like
whatever reason,
I'm gonna really listen to that, right?
You can't ignore it.
You can't ignore your mom.
Yeah, but like anyone that's close to their parent, close to their mom, especially guys. I think it's definitely a guy thing. Like I'm close to my mom, super close to my mom. Yeah. If your mom doesn't like someone.
You're like shit.
You're pissed. You're pissed.
You're like, yo, I actually really like this.
Like girl. You're like, why, man? Like, cause if you go, like, if you just still try to do it anyways. Yeah. You know that for some reason it's just gonna backfire just because the way the law works. Oh. Like even if you're like, you know what, mom, you don't know her. No, cause I'm just gonna do this. Your mom's
gonna go.
Okay, yeah, just the.
I told you.
Oh my god! Like if your mom doesn't like a chick, that's it. That's it for her.
It's quiet for her. It's quiet for her.
It's it for her, cause like, you can play that all you want, but and the worst part about it is that they might not know your mom doesn't like her, cause your mom's not gonna tell the girl she doesn't like her, so it's awkward for you. It puts you in a situation because the girl you're talking to is excited to meet your parents, right? Oh my god, like I want to impress your parents, make sure your mom likes me, blah blah. But if you already know she doesn't, it's like it's an unfair fight. Like, you're bringing her into an unfair, like, in the back of your head, your mom already doesn't like her. Yeah. So, like, the excitement she has, you're like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't even matter, you do.
So futile.
You already lost.
You already lost the war.
Oh, man.
But, I don't know, like, The other thing too is like I don't want people to think that it's almost like what's the term, like a mama's boy situation, because it's really not. Like I know some people look at it that way. Like I know some women in particular will, but it's just like it depends on the type of relationship that you have with your parents in the first place, right? Like for me personally, I can say that if my mom is like a lot more like flexible than my dad is, right? Like the way I look at my parents, like my mom is like very, very street smart, and my dad is like very, very book smart, right? Which is why they work. Yeah. I always call my dad corny because he's just so book smart, and it's just like I know that if my mom were to tell me something where she's like, this girl seems kind of off, I'm really gonna pay attention
because you're like, if she's speaking up a bit, this must be something, right?
Exactly. Yeah. But otherwise, my mom never really says anything. She never has, right? But the day that she does, I'd be like,
there's a reason.
They'll be like, okay, I might really need to reconsider, think about this.
Yeah. So listen, don't get me wrong. Like I know both of us, we've still dated girls against our mother's wishes, as you want to call it. Like I still dated chicks that my mom's like, I don't really feel, but like it's like okay, cool. Yeah. I'm still about to do this though. You know, and you learn from even on your own or whatever. Yeah. It's just when you learn, and that conversation after, it's like, yeah. So what? Shut up. Like, shut up. Nope. I don't yet. Like, shut up. Didn't I? Shut up. Like, you just don't have that conversation.
So why haven't I seen?
Yeah.
Why haven't I seen? That's my mom's go-to line.
So
why haven't I seen so around the house?
Play dumb. Who?
Oops, I know who you're talking about, Mom. Anyway, next question. Kind of relates. How would you handle a relationship where your significant other's parents are somewhat hard to impress? And do you think it even matters?
Did we cover that just now?
Kind of. Like we talked about like how like we would deal with.
I'm not trying to impress parents, man. Like as long as my goal when I meet someone's parents is to get them to laugh, and if they don't laugh, then my next thing is to get them to respect me. That's it.
Yeah, and
I always want to make them laugh because just laughter is just it's a very nice like icebreaker to get someone to laugh. Like I'm a funny person in that regard, but if they're not feeling it, like they're just not laughing, cool. As long as you respect me, like I don't need to be your friend.
Yeah.
I just need you to know I'm dating your girlfriend. I'm dating your daughter.
Yeah.
And I just want you to respect me. Know who I am. This is what I do. This is where I come from. This is my background. This is what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
You don't have to like me, but respect me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need a parent to be like, I really like this guy. He's amazing. Just respect me enough that's like, you know who I am.
Yeah.
This is who's taking your daughter out every night. Okay, right? You know I'm not a bum off the street. Like, cool. Yeah. We don't have to be best friends. You don't have to love me. You don't have to be super tight. Like, but you know who it is. When I come and say hi, you say hi like an adult, like a regular person.
Yeah.
And cool. Like.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Like, I feel like I already know the answer, but like, have you even had to like impress a parent?
I never had the issue.
Okay. See, like.
So I'm speaking hypothetically, right?
See, this is how I know that we like. And okay, I think the reason
I'm good with parents. I've never had that issue.
And like. It's not even like I'm saying this to like toot our own horn or whatever it is, but it's just because like we have things going on, like we're not like stupid guys, like we're goal oriented and all this type of stuff. So usually when it comes to talking to parents or if I meet siblings, those conversations never are weird for me, right?
Like, who is this guy? Like,
yeah, they're never weird, and I like to make that conversation happen. Right. But I've never gotten like, all right, like I gotta impress the parents, right? Like. Quite frankly, it's almost like a double standard to what we just said earlier. But for me, like, I am okay with like whichever girl I'm with. I'm okay with their parents like not loving me, right? Like I'm okay with them just like
cool with me.
I just need them to be cool with me, right? And I'm fine with that. Yeah. But I know some girls where it's like they need like your
mom doesn't love me.
Yeah, I'm just like, why does that matter? Like. It does matter, but it's also like it's because I don't think like this. So like, why does it matter? But it's like I get it.
You know what though? I think it's also it might be a partial female thing. Is that I think the women in general get more attached to the families. Like I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna put that across the board because there's some families that are super dope and I get attached to their family too, right? But I think there's a higher importance on like acceptance for women. Like I think guys are like the moms let me or whatever. Like Like
I think
girls, like if a parents don't like the woman, it makes them feel really.
Yeah, I think there's two factors that like from a woman's perspective, if the guy you're dating has like younger siblings, it's like a wrap. Like in terms of like how close they're gonna get, right? So it depends how young your siblings are, right? So for example, I don't have, like I'm not the youngest in my family, right? Youngest in my family is 22, right? Turning 23, but I got a nephew, right, who's like 3 years old.
Right.
So my point is like, my last relationship was like super long, like. I don't know what it is with like girls and kids, right? I know not like everyone loves kids, but as soon as like I introduced like my girlfriend or my ex to more parts of my family, it's easier for them to become more attached, right? Whereas for me, it's like you can invite me, you can like show me that every single person.
It's just more people, but
it's just more people, but I'm not getting attached the same way, right? But it's like this actually might be a guy thing too, where it's like if you introduce me to like a little cousin or your little brother that I'm gonna see all the time, like I'm gonna feel tight with him. Yeah. And it's like when we break up, I'm just like like this little dude's not gonna see me anymore, kind of thing, and it kind of sucks.
You feel a little bit,
And it's like, but for girls, like you said, they probably feel that a lot more, right? So
we're assuming right now. Listen,
it's all assumptions.
Let's start off again by saying we don't know shit. So many girls are saying, I don't get, you don't get attached, I'm sorry. We're not talking about you then, okay? This is just our opinion, just based on what we've seen. But I think the deeper you bring women into your family, like you meet the grandma, you meet the cousins, you meet the friends, you meet the family, like they really get invested into your life. Like they like when you break up with them, it's like, now I've never seen his grandma again. Like I loved her so much. I'll never see his mom. Like we had some great conversations. Like they think of all the things that came with you, right? For me, if you break up with a girl, you think about it. You're like you think about it, like you think about it for a second. For a second, when you break up with a person, you're like, you know what? Her mom was dope. Her dad was cool. Her sister was dope. That was fun. But you're not like, I'm not gonna see her mom again. Like,
yo, you know,
maybe that's just me.
True.
Maybe
like,
that's just me.
Every relationship I've ever been in where like it ended, I've had the girls have always said like, like I don't get to see so and so anymore. I've never said that about any of my exes. I've never said like, I don't get to see your brother anymore. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. Like obviously like it sucks, but it's not like I'm like dwelling on it, right? But like years later, I've had like exes tell me like, it sucks. I don't get to like, hang out with your friends.
Years later, just on Snapchat, if I post a little video of my little brother, like those girls that I might have used to talk to, whatever, they're like, oh my god, that's him. Like they're still drawn to that, right? It's like, oh, you got so big now, and like it's like, well, it's been years. Like, what do you expect? But that is something they still like, still a moment like, oh yeah, him. Like, if I see their brother or their sister another day, I'm like, oh cool, what's up? Like, I'm not remembering our relationship because of that. I'm not like, oh yeah, I remember we were dating and how cool he used to be. Like, it's super independent for me.
That's very true.
Yeah. So.
Very, very true.
All right, so we got a couple more questions on the picture you posted today. Make sure you guys go check that out. Picture of me and Z. From Purity, with dots between every letter, which does that mean it stands for something, or are you just being annoying? I'm just kidding. Question from Purity. In your opinion, what would be your deal breakers in a relationship, whether it be lifestyle, kids, religion, marriage, or life goals?
What would be the deal breaker?
What would be a deal breaker in a relationship?
And she gave us choices?
Whether it be in lifestyle, kids, religion, marriage, life goals. I don't understand the follow-up points. But
I think what she's trying to say is like are any of those things a deal breaker for us, right? So I answer like for me, like kids, it's not. It is a deal breaker. Like I would love to have kids. Yes. It's probably the deal breaker will probably be like lifestyle. Like if as well, that's another thing. Like,
you said kids is a deal breaker?
It is.
Like if she already has kids.
No. If she doesn't want to have kids.
Oh, the thought. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. I was lost. Yeah.
So like, let's say like with a girl, she says she doesn't want to have kids.
Yeah. We're done today.
Yeah, it might be a deal breaker for me. Like, cause I understand like there are some women who are just like, I won't have kids because I don't want to fuck up my body, right? And like, who am I to tell them like no?
Yeah,
but
to be honest, I think that's a question you need to ask first date. I'm gonna say that.
Remember when I said this early in one of our earlier podcasts?
Dude,
I'm like.
That might be the first.
At what age? What age do we get to where every person we start dating, we're just like, would I marry you or would I have kids with you?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I can't remember who we had, the guest, but she was just like, what, so you're looking at everything like you're trying to breed, eh? I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not trying to breed with every woman, but it's like, I need to look at you and at least like, be like, like.
Do I see it?
Do I see it?
Right.
Like, I might not tell you on the first date.
No, but you gotta feel it yourself.
Do I see it?
Yeah, no, I think I think when you meet somebody like your first couple dates or so, it's like, yeah, do you want just right? Do you want kids? Just get out the table. Get out the table right there. Do you want kids? Nah. Okay. Easy way to screen them right there. Don't need to waste any time. Don't need to invest any time. If you want, you can ask them why. Maybe you'll find out, some reason behind it. But if ultimately you want kids and they don't bother.
That being said, what really throws me off is when I ask a woman, like, do you want kids? Or like, and I've heard them say, no, I don't really like kids. I will never understand, because you know what it is. Like I get it because they see a little bit older kids and they're just running around like crazy. But
because they have no bathtubs. See, those kids have no home training. Those are not how normal kids.
Like, what do you mean you don't like?
Yeah,
kids?
I love kids, man.
I don't understand.
I think that's because I'm an older brother of 6, so I'm a little biased. I have 6.
I won't even front. Like the day that my nephew Kai, the day he was born, I was like, yo, I can have a kid.
Man, I got the fever.
Man's got the
fever.
Man's got the fever. Man's really got the fever. Cause I was like,
so if you had a kid right now, would you be okay with that?
No, I wouldn't be okay with it right now because I'm not at a point in my life where I feel like.
So if you got a girl pregnant tomorrow, she's like, I'm pregnant. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not trying to wish no youths on some more. But if you got a thing pregnant, and she's like, hey, I'm keeping it. And it was just a thing. It wasn't even something you really wanted. It wasn't even something, like, it was just one day you just slipped out.
Well, you say it's just a thing, like just one I'm just sleeping
just
around,
a
not
thing,
like.
And like when she says that, your heart sinks. Like it's just.
Okay.
And she's like.
You want to know my honest?
She's like, you know what? I don't really give a fuck what you think. I'm keeping this. You can have to be in the baby's life or not. It's up to you.
You want to know my honest answer?
This. It's my body some more. You don't tell me what to do. Like my kid.
You know what
are you doing?
Okay.
What are you saying right now?
Okay. Immediately, I'm gonna feel like shit. I'm gonna feel like if you see Get Out when he goes into the sunken place, that's how the way that looked is just how I'm going to feel, right?
Just tears, no blinking.
But yo, like,
I would throw up.
I'm not.
It would make me sick.
Honestly, I'm not a bitch. So like, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd be real upset. But like, I'm gonna have to take care of the kids.
Of course, we're both gentlemen.
I'm gonna do that.
But I'm gonna throw up.
I'm 100% gonna do that. I'm gonna change my whole lifestyle. Like, I'm gonna become a different man. I'm gonna start wearing khakis and boat shoes. No, I'm not. None of that. But like, I would have to take care of the kid, but I would be sick.
I'd be sick.
And part of the reason,
I would be sick.
Part of the reason.
Oh my god.
Part of the reason.
I feel sick just talking about the fact that this can happen. This is why. Yo, I think this is the reason. This is actually a real reason why, like, I slowed down. Like, I'll be real. Like, I'm being real right now.
Yeah.
The fear of like having a youth with a girl that I really don't care about.
Yeah.
Is the real reason why I slowed down. Like when I was younger, like we get around, you do your thing, whatever. You meet girls, whatever. And you're kind of careless. You know. I'm not gonna say you guys. I'll speak for myself because some of you guys. I'll take the blame for myself. When I was younger, kind of careless. I don't really care. Not too much screening going on. Just whatever. Girl likes me, cool. Boom. But as you get older, I'm like, I would really be sick if just a random girl just got pregnant. Like, so I've really slowed down because like, I'm starting to think like, even if it's not someone you take seriously, I still kind of feel like. I subconsciously think because you have to think anytime you have sex there's a potential getting pregnant. Anytime sex there's always gonna be a potential to get pregnant. That's what happens, right?
Yeah.
So I'm at a point now where I think whoever I'm having sex with, whether it's a one night stand or whatever, like I subconsciously think like it has to be at least be someone that if this happened, I wouldn't like feel awful.
Yeah.
You know, so like my standard has to be at the point where like, okay, I might not see myself dating you.
Yeah.
But if you somehow got pregnant, would I like want to kill myself? and if I do feel that way, then I just won't have sex with you. Like
this man's gonna kill himself.
Seriously, if you can say to yourself that this particular girl, if she got pregnant, this girl you're about to have sex with right now.
Yeah.
Guys, if you see a girl and you're about to have sex with her, if you feel this way that if this girl got pregnant today, that you would kill yourself.
Yeah.
Go home. Go home.
Just leave.
You don't need that vagina. You don't need it.
Yeah, you know what though? Like, this probably might be the most reckless thing I said on this podcast, but if I had money, I would feel no ways about having a kid right now.
With anybody?
Not with anybody.
This guy just.
Not
you had money, you just pop a kid up?
No, not with anybody. No. Let me clarify.
Okay,
right?
you need to clarify.
If I had money,
if I had money, I'd have a problem.
No. So here, let me clarify. If I had money, I'm gonna look at the camera too. If I had money,
yeah.
And it was with like a girl that I was like somewhat into.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. You're saying exactly what I'm saying. The only way that I'm starting to have sex with people is if I can at least not be sickened if it happened by accident.
No, but I'm not sickened because of the girl that it happened with. I'm sickened at the idea that I'm like, I'm the Mr. Crab meme because I'm like I have a kid now. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the girl.
Nothing to do with the girl.
No, because honestly, like if I slept with a girl, I that decision was already made, right? Like I don't look at the girl like she's, you know what I mean? Like I'm not sleeping with a girl if I don't I'm not at least attracted to her in some capacity, right?
So you've never slept with a girl that you can regret right now. There's no girl. If you can say this, you are the man.
The one girl.
You are the man. If you can say this truthfully, you are the man, Zamora, and I rate you because I know for sure.
The one girl that I regret was the Tinder one that I pulled out and left halfway through. So yes.
So other than that, your record is clean in your mind. Any of the girls on your list right now, if they got pregnant at any given time, you would have been like, it's okay, like.
This is funny when I'm laughing because when I go back and edit this video, I'm gonna zoom it on my face. Yeah. Like I'm really thinking, I'm gonna be safe here and probably say that is probably someone I regret. I can't remember right now.
Okay, because I can't.
This is why I'm saying this, right? Because there are so many. Okay, there are a lot of music artists, right, that are around our age, if not younger.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get Chance the Rapper as an example, right? Okay. I think he's a year younger than me. Right? He's not old, he's young, right? And he already has a kid, right? Already has a kid. And that is my point, right? So my point...
But you don't know if he's pissed about it.
No, here's the thing. I know that the woman, the mom, him and her, they're not together, and they're not tight, right? At all. Right? I know that much, right? So my point is the only reason why, I would be sick is because I'd be sick because I'm not in a position to give this kid a good life at this current moment. That's what makes me sick because I'm like, yo, there are times where I'm just like, damn, even I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna take care of myself sometimes, right?
Yeah,
so
real shit.
That's what will make me sick about the situation the most is the fact that I'm bringing something into this world that I cannot take care of.
I'll get double sick. That's what makes me
whoever
it is. If it's not someone I want to.
If it's okay, let's be real. Let's be real. If it's someone that we're gonna consider trash, then it's just yes, I'm gonna be sick about that too.
Yak on the spot, right there. Oh man, yeah. What was it? Yeah, deal breakers. Kids. This is just on kids.
It's all about kids.
It's all about kids.
Lifestyle wise.
Lifestyle.
I will say this.
What?
This seems like it's such a small thing to some people, but smoking.
No,
smoking cigarettes
is not a small thing.
For me,
pretty girls turn to ugly real quick if you smoke.
I hate girls that I hate people in general that are social smokers. Where it's like I don't smoke cigarettes, but when they go out and drink,
I'm drunk and I'm
just
what's wrong with you?
Do that.
If you're not a smoker, you're smoking when you're out. For what? For your friends? It's not smoking. I can't do smoking.
It's cigarettes in particular. Yeah. It's such a double standard. I'm fine with weed, but it's Are
you fine with it though?
In moderation.
Are you tolerable?
In moderation.
If they're a pothead, are you fine with it?
No.
So there's a line.
There's a line.
So, why? Why do you have a line now? So you're fine with her smoking weed a little bit, but if she's a pothead, then it's not. Why? Because just the amount of weed makes it. Like,
no, it's because like, from what I have seen, like, I don't know.
I don't understand what you're saying, to be honest.
Okay, from what I've seen, like, there's like a certain like a certain type of woman. No, like someone like you know what I'm trying to say. Like someone who's a pothead, right?
Yeah.
Someone who's a pothead, like I know potheads that still get shit done, right?
Yes.
Right. So when people say like they're lazy or whatever, that's not true.
No.
Not by any means, but. In all honesty, it's the fucking like lingering smell of both, right? Of both nicotine and weed.
Okay.
So there's like a line with both that I just won't be okay with. Like if you have to get up every day and like smoke weed to go on about your day, like every single day, that's a little bit of a problem for me, right? Because if you have to do that every day before, let's say you and I have a kid, we wouldn't even reach that point realistically, right?
No,
but it's like. But it's like, can you not function without this? Like, why is it that you have to do this every day?
So is the part that's turning you off their constant need or desire for a drug?
Yeah.
Or is it the smoking of the drug itself?
It's the constant need for it because I have no.
So that's what's turning you off.
Yeah, I have no issue with
the desire that they have.
Yeah, I have no issue with someone that wants to smoke, someone that wants to drink. So like I have no issue with that, but it's like
I don't want to be with someone who's addicted to it.
I want to be with someone that like absolutely has to do it, right? But then the reason why it's a double standard when it comes to cigarettes is because like I just genuinely find cigarettes to be much more dirty. Like
I'm off it.
And like gross, right?
I'm off it.
You ever kissed a girl?
Yeah.
That has cigarettes.
It's gross. It's gross.
It's disgusting. It's one of the worst things ever.
It's gross.
And I'm sure women will say the same thing. Like
it's gross. Like
kissing anyone that has like cigarette breath.
Oh,
the
man.
smell, like the smell, like
it's gross, man. Like I had to stop. And the thing is, you don't really know that they smoke. If you don't know them like that, like when you finally kiss them, you like right away you're like, like. And you can't even play it off.
The face you just made.
You can't play it off. You can't play. How do you play off smoke mouth?
You don't.
It's just a.
You just stop kissing them.
Oh.
You ever have those ones? Where like I've literally had sex with some girls where, like, I could taste like the cigarette breath, and I stop kissing them. Like I don't kiss them.
Just head to the cheek, cheek to cheek. Just.
We're missionary. No, not even cheek to cheek. My face is in the pillow at that point. Face down.
Oh my god. What was the other part of that question? Is that done? Okay. Yeah, that was done.
Okay, what's the next question?
Last question we have here is views on manscaping and women's waxing or trimming down there.
Manscaping?
Where's manscaping? Is that us shaving?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you like girls with bush?
Like, what kind of question is that? Do I like girls with bush?
I'm asking you.
Bush or just hair? Because that's different.
I mean,
that's very bush.
Bush is a slang. Bush is a slang term for like pubic hair for women.
No, there's bush. I've seen.
No, there's bush. There's bush.
Bush. Like, I don't like bush. Hair?
Do you like hair?
I'm indifferent with it sometimes.
Do you like it? Do you want it? Do you
Why'd you ask it like that? Do you like it?
Do you? Do you, Ryan? Like, if you sleep with a girl and she has hair, are you like, Or are you like, oh, okay? If she has hair, are you going down on her?
I have.
Yeah, I've done it.
Okay,
was it enjoyable? Was it enjoyable? Because I'll tell you, honestly.
I'm so pissed.
Ryan, I'll tell you.
I hate it.
I hate it. Ryan, I did it once.
It's so annoying.
I did it once. Fam, I did it once. Right? I was like, me and this girl were going out for a minute.
Because I'm remembering it.
You're just like. Your face is just like.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Can I stop now?
I am so sorry for making any woman feel insecure. But I just don't like it.
Oh, we got hot in here, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, and the thing is, stop it. I'm trying to talk.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Whew. This is the thing. If I'm dating the girl, it's different. And I say this because when you're dating in a relationship, you're not going to expect your girlfriend to shave every single time.
Oh,
like
100%.
That's a very high expectation, right? So when you're dating the person, like once you get the past, you're my girlfriend now, I'm more lenient. Like I'm with you all the time. If you didn't shave this time, I'm not going to be like, oh my god, you're my girl. Like whatever, you know? So yeah, I've done it to my girlfriend when that happens. Like
it's whatever.
If it's your girlfriend, but if it's just chick, nah.
And the thing is,
because you can suck it up for your girlfriend. It's like you're my girlfriend. Alright, whatever.
You know, and there's levels to it. You know, like if just a little bit, you're just like whatever.
Yeah.
But if like, fam, there have been times where like, there's one time that sticks out in my mind, right? Where like me and this girl about to hook up. You know how I said it on the last podcast? Like I can look at a girl and know if I'm gonna go down on you.
Yeah.
Because like, if I see if I walk into your place and I see it's dirty, chances are you got a dirty pussy.
Yeah.
Like,
most likely.
Most likely. Same thing with these. You walk into a place and his place is dirty. It's probably dirty down there too.
Yeah.
So I'm not just bragging on women here, but there was one time I'm with this girl. First time we're gonna have sex, and her place was like immaculate.
Yeah.
She was very like good looking girl,
yeah.
and I'm like, she gets naked, but before I look down there, I'm like, alright, like she wants me to go down there. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. But when I get down there, like there's hair, but like quite a bit of hair, like more than I'm accustomed to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, I'm already down here. So I started doing it, and I'm like, yo, I'm not enjoying this, like, at all, right? At all, because that's the thing with me and, like, going down on girls, like, that's something I enjoy doing, right? Like, I take pride in this. So it's like, when I was
you're fucking up my game, man.
Yeah, seriously, that's what she was doing. She was stifling my game. She had no clue that she was stifling my game, and I was like, I gotta figure something else out here. You have to readjust, so I can't do it. Like,
this reminds me, I had one girl. I never went back, mind you. She was, I don't know what they call it, like a natural person.
Yeah.
Like.
She have hairy armpits?
Armpits. Like hair. Pubic hair.
Like hair, I will absolutely not do. I will absolutely not do that.
Some more. I didn't know this about her until she was naked. Because she's always in clothes and we're together. The one time we planned to have sex, whatever, get there. Get her undressed. She's taking her shirt off. I see her armpit hair. I'm like, and I think she noticed that I noticed. So she's like, yeah, I don't shave my armpits. And I was like, oh, okay. Alright, that's, what do I do from this point?
Okay.
Let me just ignore it. So I'm like, okay. Going down, whatever. Get down to her pants. Start unbuttoning her pants. Bush. I'm like, she's like, yeah,
I would have assumed.
She's like, yeah, I'm not big on shaving.
Yeah, I would have assumed once I saw the armpit hair.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm pulling the jeans off, pulling them all the way down, and there's bristles on my arms.
Frictions.
So I'm like, so you don't shave your leg hair either. No, she's like, yeah, I know, I'm not big. Oh yeah, you're not big on shaving or anything, right? Okay.
Did she smell good?
Yeah. Like she was clean. She was very clean. Like you mean down there she smelled good?
No, in general.
Oh, just her general smell?
She smelled good?
She was very clean. She's actually a lawyer. But
interesting.
I could
interesting.
It was weird. Like it was really weird. I guess I had sex with her, but it's just.
How do we even get to this topic? Like, how do we get to this?
We were talking about the turnoffs. No, we're talking about who did this? Who set this up? Oh, Little Tink 20. This is the question. Yeah, she's like views on Manscaping. Little Tink 20.
Well, okay.
Views on Manscaping and women's waxing or trimming down there.
Okay, so
this is her question.
We'll answer the other part of the question, the manscaping bit. Like, yes, I like to trim. Like, if the I figure out what the
trim or shave.
I'll do both.
Like you go clean? No,
not completely clean. Not completely clean.
I can't go. I don't. It just feels. I feel like I'm a little boy. Like if I go clean.
You think your dick looks bigger if it's completely shaved?
This is a weird conversation.
Is it?
This is strange.
Yo, I love trolling Ryan. I love trolling Ryan. Oh my god.
This is weird.
Alright, no, but
it does make it bigger, essentially. Just
I don't care.
Optically, I guess.
Optical illusion.
Oh my god.
No, okay. I got the last question.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So Laura asked.
Yeah, you guys are causing problems. Yeah. With these questions.
So Laura asked.
Send more.
What is your view on open relationships?
Oh.
What's your opinion on open relationships?
Open relationships. I couldn't do it. For the mere reason I'm selfish. And I just don't want. We talked about this briefly. I don't want any other man digging out the girl that's my girl. Just not happening. I can't stomach or psychologically endure the knowledge that she has the freedom to get dug out by someone else. Whether we've agreed on this, well, it's not we're not agreeing on this. It's not happening. Yeah. But if I was forced into this open relationship, like I couldn't be cool with that.
Okay. Before I give my take on it, I agree with you. I got a couple questions though. So it's like, you know how you said like you couldn't have the knowledge that this is going on, right? Is that not like, what about when you're just dating a girl, right? Like you know that there's a possibility, like, so you just know this is happening. Like it could happen.
It could happen.
So
right?
my question then, and I brought this up before.
Yeah.
Is it so much like you knowing, or is it so much you like seeing the dude, like putting a face to the name?
I think.
Which one is worse?
Like if the face of the name is like the
absolutely
the face of the name is worse because like now I know it's you. Like now I know this is the guy.
Yeah.
When you don't have a face, you just make up an imaginary person because you don't like.
Yeah.
She went out on Friday night.
She didn't message. She didn't talk to you for 8 hours.
She's fucking a question mark right now. Like, but it's like, you know, all you see is a question mark figure. Like in your head, you're like,
and you're fine with that.
You're better.
You're better. You're better with a question mark.
You're better with a question mark.
You're still steaming.
Yeah,
but you're
like it's a black figure with a question mark, like an unlocked character.
That's what it is. The unlocked character from
like
Street Fighter.
But I think it's when you open relationships are tricky because I think you might as well just why do you need
why even engage?
Why are you in it?
Yo, like, here's the thing. I was thinking about this, right? Like when I got asked. Why not
just be single and do what you're doing?
I was thinking about this.
No, like I want you to still be my girlfriend, but you can still do what you want. But when I want to do stuff, I want to be with you. What?
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm gonna be like real because I had these.
I don't understand it.
We've had these conversations many times with my boys, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand it either. I agree with you. It just makes more sense to be single.
Yeah.
And it's like Marlon actually brought it up on the episode he was on, and he was saying how like it is unrealistic to believe that like you will go the rest of your life without being attracted to someone else, right? Or you'll flirt with someone else. And I feel like as guys, like I will just speak for myself here because I don't want like to generalize anyone.
Of course.
But there have been times in my life where I know, like this isn't as relevant now, but I know that like when I was in like a dating period, I could sleep with like multiple people and not feel any ways about it.
Right.
As soon as you get into like a relationship, then you're like, then the dynamic changes completely as it should. Right. And the whole reason I know that I could not get in an open relationship is because I am like, I wouldn't consider myself possessive. Like, I'm really not. Like, I let my girl do whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah.
But it's like you said. Like, I don't like. Like, your pussy's mine. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be sharing it with anyone else. And it's bad. It's so bad. It's a double standard. Like, it's so misogynistic. But like, I know that I could treat you like you're V1, right? Like, I could treat you above everyone else.
Right.
But I could probably still sleep with other girls and not feel a way about it.
Yeah.
And I heard
yeah.
it was a comedian, this old YouTuber, he said it. He's like, the bottom bitch theory.
Yeah.
And how he was...
I remember, yeah.
Kane Carter.
Yeah,
How damn I rock.
Yeah.
And he had this whole crazy theory, but essentially what he was saying was that, like, you have your one girl...
Like, some girls will never get up there.
He's like, you have your one girl who is the one, right? Like, the absolute one. Like, no one is touching...
classic videos.
Yeah, no one is... His videos were A1. He's like, no one is touching your spot. Ever. Right?
Ever.
And there's all these other girls below you, right? And essentially what he was saying with all these other girls, like, you could probably... He's like, not that you will, but, like, you could probably fuck around with these other girls and they will never mean anything to you. Or they will never reach that number one spot.
Ever.
And, like, I know as I'm saying this, a lot of women would be like, what the fuck is more saying? Or, like, this is some wild shit. But, like, this goes through a lot of guys' minds, right? And, like, it's just the truth. So I'm not saying that, like, that's what I want. But the truth is, like, because I know that's how I think, I can never be in an open relationship at all. Because I know that as soon as the word relationship comes into it, I'm just gonna make sure it's just me and you. Yeah. That's it.
Otherwise, we're not in a relationship.
Because I will catch feelings.
Yeah. You will feel away. Yeah.
I will catch feelings. I have no shame in admitting that, right? I will catch feelings. She will catch feelings. Why cause a headache, right? If I really like you and we're gonna engage in a relationship, then it's just gonna be you and I, right? That is it. But I absolutely cannot do open relationships.
So do you believe in monogamy?
Can you explain the differences between the two for me again? Like, because I always get them confused in my head.
Mono means one.
Mono means one, and misogyny is like multiple.
So mono is one. It's just what we've been trained to be with one person the rest of our life.
See,
you lock in, date,
and
marry, and this is.
Here's the thing, right? Like,
and yes, the culture has changed where people are starting to experiment with threesomes and people bringing other people into their marriages and their relationships, like, to spice things up, like, so. And the thing is, if you bring a threesome, that you're no longer monogamous.
Well, that was one of the questions, like, misogyny, right? One of the two, and like, here's the thing, like, I've heard the argument where people are saying, like, we're humans, like, naturally we're supposed to be with multiple people and all this type of stuff, right? But honestly, like, if that was the case, cool. But I just don't think, like, especially with our current generation, we're not built to be like that. Yeah. Like, as much as people want to admit that, like, or as much as people want to lie to themselves and say things like, man, like, I could be with, like, multiple people, blah, 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 like, it needs to be the case for everyone involved, right? Everyone needs to co-sign to this theory. And if you're the only one that says, like, I can, like, be with multiple partners and be okay with it, cool, but are all your partners cool with that too? Right. Because I always feel like, as humans, we're naturally inclined to be, like jealous or catch feelings, right? So I don't want to put myself possessive. I don't want to put myself in that position. Like, if I like you enough to the point where I want to be in a relationship with you, I don't want to share you. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with me saying that. I don't want to share you. So I can only be, like, I know personally I'm monogamous. Like, I could only be in one relationship. One
thing that's actually funny that we're talking about this is that I met someone a couple days ago, actually. He's a friend of someone I was talking to. He's a friend of her. Yeah. And he just recently engaged to his girlfriend. He's been with her for 10 years. Okay. Before he engaged to her.
I don't know where this is going, but okay.
No, it's not. It's not what you think.
Yeah, okay.
No, he's been dating her for 10 years. Yeah. Finally engaged to her. They're gonna get married sometime in a couple years or something like that, right? Yeah. All right. That was his only pussy ever.
Okay. I thought about this.
That's literally all he knows. like I was amazed by it. Like I even told him like, wow, like congrats, like because we were just playing a game about like just asking like never ever games like never have I ever done this or like just when was the last time you had sex or like how many people like whatever, right?
Why'd you say congrats though?
Congrats?
Yeah.
Because I just think that's I don't know. I just felt like I had to. Like, I felt
See,
like
that's my thing. Like,
I felt like
I get where you're coming from. You're like, I feel like you just have to say
I feel
it.
like because I was like, whoa, like.
But
that's discipline.
But here's the thing, right?
To never explore, like he met this woman, they had sex, he locked in, and just said, I'm done. Like I'm good. This is it. Like he knows nothing else. Like he knows nothing else.
Has he like ever like looked at other women and been like,
I don't know
oh,
like that.
Okay.
I just
okay.
Like, I don't know.
Okay. So
I just know he seemed happy. They're getting. Engaged.
I'm just gonna assume. I'm gonna assume that like, yes, he's been locked down with this girl. Mm-hmm. He hasn't looked at other women like, oh, I find you attractive. But he's never done anything, right? Because like, I don't know. Like when we talked about it was the Catch a Virgin episode, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you like honestly when Apollo was trying to explain like his whole thing about not wanting to take a girl's virginity.
Right.
For me, I feel like I remember like one girl that I was super into, like I was the one that took her virginity, right? But like I was like really into this girl, and then when we broke up, like I remember my boy saying to me, it was so raw. It was like a year after, he essentially said like, man, like you gotta find a girl who just has like who just ends up having like multiple dicks at some point in her life, right? So that like she knows what she wants. And you know what she wants, right? So it's just like, it's the truth. Like if she doesn't get like multiple dick in her life, how the fuck is she supposed to know what it is that she wants?
It's true.
Am I right or am I wrong?
It's true. No, it's true.
So it's like for my man, that's like he's only had this one woman in his entire life. Like kudos to him. Like if he just knew, like, alright, this is all I want. Fine, right? And the girl would probably personality-wise, that played a big factor into it, right? Because I feel like once I slept with more than one girl, is when I was just like, that now it's like I'm on this great pursuit to try and find the one, the one girl that I'm supposed to lock down with, right? But he just so happened to find that right off the bat.
Hey man, kudos to him. Some people can do it. That's dope. For those people.
Hey, if they can do it, great. Like I can't do it because I've already slept with multiple people, right?
Yes, the more obviously.
But it's just like, you know,
the more just said I can't go back to being a one man. I can't go back to being a one girl man.
No, making it funny.
No shit.
But it's just the truth. Like in terms of open relationships, which was like the main question, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, can't do it.
Absolutely couldn't do it.
Can't do them things.
Not afraid to admit that like I would get jealous. Like. It is what it is. Like, yo,
straight.
This is how mans are. Like, they like to say like, oh, I can slap multiple things. Like, of course you can, but like, as soon as you hear that one of your girls is like sleeping with some next man,
you're hurt.
Every guy like,
you're hurt.
He's off it.
Yeah, off it. Done.
I'm pretty sure girls are the same way. No.
Nah, girls can hear stuff and still just, but you know, she didn't mean much, and make excuses for him.
I think it's if they
girls are nicer.
I think it's if they know that like the girl that she slept with was like trash.
Then they don't feel the way.
Then they're like,
I know
what?
better than that.
Yeah.
No, that's it for today's episode. Great questions. Really got us thinking. There's some funny stuff in this. But yeah, we're back to our regular scheduled program next week. We're gonna have. Are they coming next? Yeah. We got some special guests coming for you guys next week. Two.
We usually have one, but on this next episode we'll have two people on.
That'll be real dope. But yeah, this is episode number 17 wrapped up. Just your boy Mr. KOA and Top Boy Z. What do you prefer going by, Top Boy or Top Boy Z?
Top Boy.
Alright, Top Boy.
Yeah.
But you know it's Friday. Enjoy your weekend, guys. We'll hopefully have you guys here next week for episode number 18. Keep fucking with us. We love doing this shit, bro. This is super dope. I love it. This is fun. Summertime's coming. They're gonna get super fun this summertime because we're gonna have stories on stories on stories.
It'll be even funny.
I'm excited for that. But you know, that's all we got for tonight. How do I close this again? I forgot how to close.
I don't know. It's been a long
time. I didn't know how to close it, but we're done. Episode number 17. I'm your host, Mr. KOA, alongside
Top Boy.
At least in Top Podcast.
We need to talk.
We need to talk.
We need to talk.
We need to talk.
We need to talk.